All right, so I know you've been side-eyeing the news lately. All of these things going on, the DEI rollbacks, the civil rights just basically being wiped out, all of the flight issues, everything that's been happening over the past few days, and you're wondering if am I able to move abroad for the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? Not eight, 4 years. You want to consider moving overseas for the next 4 years while all of this is going on. You can do it. I'm actually going to be leaving in about 3 weeks now, February 24th. I am going to be pop locking outside of the US. I am going to hop a flight to Mexico. I'll be in Mexico probably for about 6 months. I'll let you know a little bit more about why I chose 6 months a little bit later on in the video. But I wanted to create this video for you because I see a lot of people talking about how to uh, just hop a flight and travel overseas or how to become a digital nomad, and they're just scratching the surface. So this channel is going to share with you how you can do that. You may want to move abroad for a year. You may want to travel for the next 4 years, and I'm going to walk you through some of the tips today. Now, my last video, I'm going to go over this a little bit in this video. My last video goes over, I think I spoke about 7 or 8 income streams that you can get or use to as you travel abroad. And I wanted to make sure those were income streams that you can use while you're abroad and live your life abroad, not to be tied down to a 9 to 5. Now, I know a lot of you are in the 9 to 5, and some of you may even be able to take your 9 to 5 abroad. But that video shows you um, how to take income streams or create your own income streams to move abroad. So I'll share that one in the link. You're going to see me looking to the left, well, right on your side, because I have notes. I want to make sure I don't miss anything that I wanted to talk about in this video. But a lot of people are considering moving abroad because of all of the political things going on. Like every time I open Instagram, every time I open TikTok, every time I open Facebook, there's something else that Trump has signed off on, or our other alternative president. I don't know how he got in office, Elon Musk. It's something that either one of them have done. And then lately, over the past few days, we've been seeing all of these flights crash, all of the DEI rollbacks. They're wiping out Black History Month. It's just so much going on. There's a lot. So we want to make sure that we are positioning ourselves to maybe do an extended getaway, enjoy life for the next 4 years, and not have to worry about the headaches that's going to probably happen if we decide to stay here for the next 4 years. There's also a lot of people that are considering moving abroad because of the financial freedom. Because moving over abroad, so for me, for example, one reason that I decided to move abroad is because I'm in a lot of debt. I live in Tampa, Florida. When I moved here about 6 years ago, things were a lot cheaper. And of course, inflation has happened since then. Right now, things are about 2 to 3 times higher than they were when I moved here. So I want to be able to be in a space, and I'm going to share with you some of the places that I've saved overseas in a second. I'm going to share my screen and share those with you. But I will literally be paying a third of what I'm paying here by traveling overseas. Now, I'm not going to say moving because I'm not giving up my US citizenship, but I will be saving a third of what I am paying here. I will no longer have a car note. I'm choosing places that are walkable. I will no longer have car insurance. It's high in Florida. Car insurance is my car insurance on my truck. When I was in Illinois was about $80. But in Florida, I have a car, and it's only a 2015 Kia. And my insurance, of course, is over $200. So I won't have a car note. I won't have insurance. I won't have to pay my any electric bills, and I'll share with you a little bit more about that in a second. Now there are some situations where I will have to pay those things, but food is a lot cheaper and healthier overseas because there are so many things that are not allowed in the food products overseas. So there's going to be a lot of things that I'm saving on by moving or traveling overseas. I also spoke with my accountant about 2 weeks ago because I wanted to make sure that I was not getting into any tax trouble or anything. And I wanted to understand how it's going to work with me going overseas and selling real estate, with me selling life insurance, and me still running my social media business. All of these business are businesses that I've set up to live a freedom lifestyle. Now, some of you may think like, how are you going to sell real estate if you're licensed in Florida? So I'm licensed in Florida, but I work with a company that's open in 27 countries. So I am able to go and meet with developers and refer people to developers and realtors in those areas and still get paid. So I am setting up a freedom lifestyle in order for me to live abroad. The next thing is I actually just went over it a little bit, lifestyle upgrades. The apartments or the condos that I am saving, that I am going to be staying in Playa del Carmen, in Costa Rica, in Panama, in Thailand, in Bali, are luxury apartments that I'm going to get for a third of what I am going to be that of what I'm currently paying here in Tampa. So it's definitely going to be a lifestyle upgrade. Healthcare is more affordable. I spoke with someone last week that owns an Airbnb in Playa del Carmen, and she was saying that her cleaning there was $25. I believe my last cleaning was $200, and then a deep clean, even though I have insurance, and then a deep cleaning was, I think that was about $600. So $25 for a cleaning. So yeah, there's some more dental work that I need. Most of you may have noticed that I just got my braces off. Teeth are straight. So I am going to, there's some more dental work that I need, like over on the left-hand side. I'm going to be looking into that when I get to Mexico. Of course, looking at recommendations and things like that, getting information from people that are living there that are using the dentist. But yeah, so you'll have a lot of lifestyle upgrades by moving abroad. Food is cheaper. Just start watching some of the YouTube videos of places that you want to go to. So just say, for example, if you want to move to Costa Rica. Just type into YouTube living in Costa Rica. A lot of people do walking tours of places that they live in, like they'll walk the streets and show you what's there. A lot of people go and do apartment tours of places, and then house tours of homes that are being sold in those different places. A lot of people do restaurant tours where they're showing you food in the area, how much things cost. Some people even do grocery stores where they show you groceries, but you can really get to know the place where you want to go before you go by just typing it in on YouTube. I literally feel like I know the streets of Playa del Carmen because I have watched so many videos of the area and I haven't even been there yet. And then Thailand, so Bangkok area is another place that I want to go to. It may not be directly in Bangkok because that's too much. It's too busy there. I may stay there for a little bit, but I want to make sure that I am in a space where I am relaxed. That's another reason that I want to leave the US. I want to be in a space that's not overwhelming and too overcrowded. So next thing is I want you to get your money right before you leave. And when I say that, I mean, I want you to be in a space where you are earning income from your business. Whether it's setting up a digital product, which can be an ebook that you're selling, which can be a mini course or a signature course, a large course. It can be a coaching package, whatever it is. I'm following somebody on TikTok that started her digital nomad or traveling journey about 2 years ago. And she says the only thing that she does is sell her ebook. She has a $47 ebook. She travels around the world selling a $47 ebook. Her income comes from her ebook to pay for her lifestyle overseas. She goes live on TikTok every single day selling her ebook. You can write an ebook or have somebody write an ebook for you. I literally ghost wrote about 30 to 40 ebooks for my clients last year. And they're able to take those and sell those and earn money. It's something simple that you can do. So yeah, definitely get your money right. And then again, I'm going to pop that video. I'll probably put it in the description, the video about how to earn income as you travel overseas, because I'm not doing too much editing of my videos. I'm going to be posting daily, by the way. Some videos will be super short and to the point. Some videos will just be walking you through things that I'm doing to prepare to move. Like probably tomorrow, I'm going to be taking pictures of all of my furniture. I am selling everything. I am putting everything up for sale so that I can move with ease, so that I don't have to pay too much for storage. And I'm just going to keep the important things, like memories and things that I want to keep, and put those in storage. So I'll be walking you all through that. But next thing I want to talk about is pick a country um, with visas that work for you. So, for example, I'm going to be starting in Mexico. Mexico allows you to stay there for up to 6 months with a visa. I mean, without a visa, just on your passport. Hopefully, it stays the same with everything that's going on with our current Mr. Trump. Um, but up to 6 months, you can stay in Mexico with just your passport. Costa Rica is another place you can stay. I believe it's up to 6 months with just your passport. There are other places that are, now I have to look into these again. I think they're either 30 or 60 days. Um, what is it? Panama, Dominican Republic, Thailand, and Bali. So they're all about 30 to 60 days. So you will be able to plan your lifestyle around those. But the thing is, a lot of these places will allow you to leave. You can leave for a day or two and come back. So, for example, when some of the people that I follow on YouTube here, they are living in Thailand or they're on just their passport. They will go to just say Vietnam, or they will go to Bali for like a few days or something, and then come back to go back to Thailand since it's not super far away from each other. So you can do that, but pick a country that you will be able to stay the length of time that you want. Because if you want to stay in Thailand for a year, you're going to have to get a visa for them. So I will drop the link to the website that I use to look up visas. And I also use this to look up safety alerts. There are some places where you do not want to go right now due to safety, and those safety things will pop up on the website that I'll share. I think it's like travel.us.gov. I think I will drop it below. Next thing is housing hacks. You don't want to overpay for hotels. Now, I do a lot of times you're seeing these people that are traveling or seeing people that are traveling to Cancun, Cancun and different luxury places like maybe Tulum. I'm hearing some bad things about Tulum lately. But you're seeing a lot of people traveling to these places, and when you look up hotel prices, it's $200 a night, $300 a night. They're expensive, so you don't want to overpay for a hotel, especially if you're going to be staying at a place month to month. I am going to be using Airbnb for my places that I'm going to be staying in because I can pay for an entire month of Airbnb. And if I decide I don't like that Airbnb, I can go to another one next month. So, like I said, I'll be in Playa del Carmen for 6 months. So, if I choose a Airbnb right now that I don't like, or if I find a better area that I want to be closer to after I get there, then I can go ahead and just move. There's no lease. Another thing there in over anywhere overseas, it's only in the U.S. Credit matters in the U.S., but it doesn't anywhere else. You can, of course, build credit as you go overseas. Like, just say, for example, if you want to build credit within Mexico, but they're not going by the U.S. credit score. So, if you want to get an apartment, what I'm seeing is a lot of the apartments. If you are going to, just say, for example, Mexico, a lot of the leases they're asking for 6 to 12 months. So in most cases, you're probably going to have to get your visa unless you're going to be leaving and coming back. But for me, I don't want to do that. I want to just, um, I literally want to just live freely. If I don't want to be in a specific place next month, or if I want to go to a different area in Mexico next month, I want to be able to do that easily. So yeah, so that's something that you can do is to skip the hotels and make sure you're checking out some Airbnbs. Let me share my screen with you. I'm going to show you just two that I have saved, and one is in Playa del Carmen, and one is in Bali. I mean, not Bali, Thailand. All right, so this one is in Playa del Carmen. So I'm not going to like open it all the way up, but if you just look at those pictures, this one is like I believe it's 1,000, a little over 1,000 a month. And it's of course when you go overseas, you're going to find that a lot of these places are smaller. If you are here in the US and you're seeing a lot of people are moving into tiny homes. They're moving into tiny homes for a reason. We're tired of cleaning these big old houses. But if you're going overseas, you're getting, of course, a smaller place, but it's more. A lot of these places are luxury apartments. Like I said, this one is a little bit over $1,000, and it has amenities as well. So this one, I think it has a gym. So it kind of is basically a hotel, but it's on Airbnb, but it's not the price of an actual hotel that you would be staying in. So let's see, this one I would just say I think it's a 1100 under 1,100. So I'll do 1,100 divided by 30 days. So you're paying $36 a day for this. You can't get well, you can get a hotel in the US for $36 a day, but you're probably not going to want to stay in it. You're probably not going to want to stay in it. So I would definitely just start going through Airbnb. I just chose the month of May, and it's not. I just chose it randomly, but just choose the month that you're considering um, um, maybe going overseas, even if you're taking like a week trip or a 2 week trip. Look at the Airbnbs and see what the prices are now. If you do a month payment or a month choice to stay, They do offer a monthly discount. So that's why I'm doing it on a month to month basis. Now, this one is in Thailand, in Bangkok. So this one is a luxury apartment for $600 a month. They literally have two-story luxury apartments for like $600 a month, $500 a month, $700 a month, and they all have security. All of the buildings are secured with amenities, food and walking distance. I would definitely make sure that you're looking through Airbnb when you are looking to travel abroad, because you want to feel like when you're going someplace, you want to feel like you are at home with wherever you're staying. You don't want to feel like you're traveling, especially if you're going to be there for months at a time. And yeah, you're going to be traveling, but you want to be able to relax. You want to have your own space that you can basically call home for that month or that 2 months or the 6 months or however long you're going to be there. Um, so yeah. So just make sure you're looking at those Airbnbs. And then the last thing that I want to share is things that you need to avoid, or things that I'm not going to say avoid, things that people think um, or myths, things that you think you need in order to move abroad. So thinking that you need a six-figure job to move abroad, you do not. A lot of these places you can go to and live on $1,000 or $1,500 a month. You do not need a six-figure income. A lot of people are retiring and moving to Panama or to Thailand or to Bali, to Mexico, and living on $1,500 a month. Like literally, you do not need a six-figure job in order to move abroad. Now you can, if you have a six-figure job and you want to move abroad, of course, and you can, then do it. But moving abroad and being able to live on $1,000 a month or $1,500 a month will allow you to build a business. I know a lot of you are in a space where you want to be entrepreneurs, where you want to own your own business, where you no longer want to go into that 9 to 5 and have a boss. You want to be your own boss. Moving abroad is going to allow me. I've owned my social media business since 2014, and I've had my real estate license since 2001. But moving abroad is going to allow me to streamline my business. It's going to allow me to grow my business even more, because my income is not going to all be going to it's not going to all be going to bills. I'll be able to breathe a lot. When you're in a space where you're able to breathe, you're able to create more. You're able to see the bottlenecks in your business that's taking a lot of your time. And I have a Facebook community. There's a lot of ladies there. It's called Passive Income Suite. If you want to join that, it's a free community. I'll drop it below. There's a lot of ladies there that I've spoken to over the years, and a lot of them have been my clients. They've been to a lot of my trainings. I always hear, I'm too busy. I'm too busy. I can't do this because of that. I don't have time. Like over the years, I've launched so many courses. I've launched so many coaching packages. I've launched so many trainings. But we're still finding people that are stuck because they don't have time, because they're working so hard to pay these high bills here in the US. We don't have to stay here. We do not have to stay here. And I think honestly, I think this administration is really honestly trying to push us out of here. And I'm glad to go. I'm glad to go, at least for the next 4 years. But yeah, so another myth is not researching visa or tax laws. You do not want to go into a country where you are overstaying your welcome or overstaying your the time that's allowed on your passport. because there will be some financial implications. You could, of course, get arrested and deported, I guess, deported and all of that extra, but I haven't really looked into it. What I'm looking into is the time that I get there and the time I'm supposed to leave. I'm going to be leaving a few days before I'm supposed to leave, so I don't have any issues. Also, tax laws. You want to make sure if you are going to be, like for me, I'm going to be selling real estate or referring real estate to overseas, like Mexico, different places that I'm going to, Dominican Republic. Um, and like I said, I spoke with my tax accountant. Make sure you speak with your accountant um, before you make the decision to just jump ship and start running your business overseas. The worst thing that will happen to you is if you are over there making hundreds of thousands of dollars and then that tax bill hits you in one country and then the tax bill hits you here in the US and you had no idea. So make sure you're speaking to your accountant or your tax professional. Um, the last thing is forgetting about health insurance. Now, I have to look into this more. I do have health insurance, and I do know that in different places like Mexico, you can walk in and pay for services directly. But I did hear somebody mention on a YouTube video the other day that she got services done. I think she was in Bali, if I'm not mistaken. She got services taken care of, and then her and oh, she because she's over there, and then her health insurance, she paid for it, and then her health insurance covered it. So that's about it. I want you all to know that you can get out of here if you want to. You can get out of the US if you want to. You do not have to stay here with all of these things going on, the headaches that's probably going to be happening over the next 4 years. You should make sure you're making a space to enjoy your everyday life. Why not enjoy it while traveling? So I am going to drop the link to my free community. Make sure you go ahead and join. Sorry, guys, it's a community for ladies only. I I'm not going to change it because it's been that way for so many years. But I am going to have some things that are open to guys as well, like my membership that's open to guys, as well as my upcoming trainings will be open to guys. Any trainings that I do outside of my community. So I will drop that information there. Make sure you let me know if you are planning to move abroad or travel abroad for even if it's just a month. Where are you planning on going? Let us know in the comments. And then I will be dropping another video tomorrow. So be sure to stay plugged in. Stay tuned. All right. Talk to you soon.